Did you know that nearly 70% of adults over 60 experience some form of nerve discomfort, like tingling or numbness in their feet? Many don't realize this silent warning can affect circulation, muscle strength, and balance, putting their mobility at risk sooner than expected. But here's the hopeful truth. By making just one simple change to your diet, you can significantly ease these symptoms. It's an easy adjustment that many seniors have embraced, and it's helping them regain comfort and confidence in their daily lives. Why do so many people over 60 miss this crucial fact? Often, the foods we believe to be healthy may actually contribute to these nerve problems. In today's video, we'll reveal the 3 vegetables that might be worsening your foot numbness, and share simple, practical tips to help improve circulation and nerve health naturally. If you want to move with more ease and feel better every day, this is for you. Don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, subscribe to Senior Health Over 60, and share this video with loved ones who could benefit. As we age, it's not uncommon to feel like our feet have fallen asleep more often than they used to. That tingling, prickling, or dull numbness may seem harmless at first, just another part of getting older. But what if it's actually a warning sign from your body? Foot numbness is more than just an annoyance. It can be a red flag for underlying issues with circulation or nerve health. For older adults, this isn't something to brush aside. In fact, ignoring it may lead to serious complications like loss of balance, increased fall risk, and delayed wound healing. There are several common causes. One of the most frequent is peripheral neuropathy, often linked to diabetes. Damaged nerves in the feet make it harder for your brain to receive accurate signals. Poor circulation is another culprit. When your blood struggles to reach the farthest parts of your body, like your toes, those areas begin to suffer. Other factors include medications, thyroid imbalances, and, surprisingly, diet. Yes, what you eat plays a direct role in how well your blood flows and how healthy your nerves are. Certain nutrients promote healing and nerve regeneration. But some foods, especially when consumed frequently or in excess, can silently aggravate the very issues causing numbness. Let me share the story of Robert, a 72-year-old retired carpenter from Ohio. Robert began feeling tingling in his toes every evening. He chalked it up to age or maybe his years on the job. But after a few dietary adjustments and cutting back on certain hidden culprits, those symptoms improved drastically in just a few weeks. Robert didn't need medication. He just needed better food choices. So the next time you feel that dull throb or strange sensation in your feet, don't dismiss it. Your body might be asking for help, and sometimes, help starts with what's on your dinner plate. It might sound strange, but some of the most common foods in the American diet could be quietly sabotaging your circulation and making that foot numbness worse. They don't come with warning labels. In fact, many of them are familiar favorites we've enjoyed for decades. But the truth is, some foods, especially when eaten frequently, can trigger inflammation, fluid retention, and nerve dysfunction. Let's break it down. First on the list are foods packed with sodium, like bacon, deli meats, and canned soups. High sodium intake causes your body to retain water. That may not sound dangerous, but here's what happens. Extra fluid puts pressure on your blood vessels, making it harder for blood to circulate freely, especially in the legs and feet. Poor circulation leads to swelling, which in turn compresses nerves and causes tingling or numbness. Then we have the culprits that are high in trans and saturated fats. Think processed hamburgers, frozen pizzas, packaged snacks, and deep-fried items like French fries. These fats increase bad cholesterol and encourage the buildup of plaque in your arteries. When arteries narrow, less oxygen reaches the nerves in your feet, and that's when you begin to feel that familiar buzzing or heaviness. Sugar is another big player. Highly processed sweets, candies, cookies, and soft drinks may spike your blood sugar levels. And over time, high glucose damages the lining of your blood vessels and the nerves themselves. It's a 1-2 punch. Your nerves suffer directly from sugar overload, and your circulation becomes compromised too. Let me tell you about Mary, a 69-year-old grandmother from Georgia. She came to me complaining about nightly foot numbness that kept her from falling asleep. After reviewing her meals, we realized she was having canned soup for lunch nearly every day, followed by a slice of cake or pie in the evening. By reducing her salt and sugar intake and switching to homemade alternatives, her symptoms dramatically improved within a month. The truth is, the standard American diet can be a minefield for aging nerves and circulation. And while it's okay to indulge occasionally, habitual consumption of these everyday items adds up. If you're experiencing numbness in your feet, it's not just a medical issue, it's a dietary red flag. The good news: simple changes can make a world of difference. Swapping packaged meals for fresh ingredients, cutting back on sodium, and choosing healthy fats and whole foods aren't just good for your heart, they're essential for your feet too. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: vegetables. We all know they're good for us. Most doctors, including myself, have encouraged patients to eat more greens. But here's the nuance. Not all vegetables are suitable in large amounts, especially if you're dealing with numbness, swelling, or circulation issues. Yes, some vegetables, although nutrient-rich, can cause problems if overconsumed. Why? Because of naturally occurring compounds that affect how your body processes calcium, retains fluid, or responds to medications. Let's start with spinach. It's packed with iron, magnesium, and vitamins, but it's also very high in oxalates, compounds that can bind with calcium and form tiny crystals in the kidneys and blood vessels. For someone prone to swelling or fluid retention, this can slow circulation, especially in the legs and feet. Oxalates can also irritate the lining of blood vessels, making it harder for nutrients and oxygen to reach the nerves. And if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, spinach's high vitamin K content can interfere with your medication's effectiveness. Next is broccoli. It's considered a superfood, and for many good reasons. But if you're eating it daily and in large quantities, especially raw, it could be counterproductive. Like spinach, broccoli is high in vitamin K. That's important for blood clotting, but can cause issues for individuals on anticoagulant medications. Plus, broccoli contains compounds called goitrogens, which can interfere with thyroid function. A sluggish thyroid affects metabolism and, indirectly, circulation. Poor thyroid function can leave you feeling tired, cold, and more susceptible to numbness in your extremities. Then we have Swiss chard. This vibrant leafy green is another favorite among health-conscious eaters, but it's also very high in oxalates and vitamin K, a double concern. For some of my patients, overconsuming Swiss chard led to increased bloating, leg heaviness, and tingling in their toes. One patient, Helen, a retired teacher from Colorado, drank green smoothies every morning for months, loaded with raw Swiss chard. Over time, she noticed worsening foot numbness and swelling. After we rotated her greens and reduced her chard intake, her symptoms began to ease. Now, let me be clear. I'm not telling you to cut these vegetables out entirely. That's not the message here. What I'm saying is this: like all things in health, it's about balance. Rotate your greens. Cook them lightly to reduce oxalate content. If you're on medication, talk to your doctor about how much vitamin K is safe for you. Vegetables are essential, but just as with sugar, salt, and fats, too much of the wrong kind or in the wrong form can do more harm than good. Now that we've uncovered which foods and even which vegetables may be silently contributing to your foot numbness, let's shift gears and talk about what you can do. The good news is, your body has an incredible ability to adapt and heal, especially when you give it the right fuel. You don't need to follow a complicated diet or make drastic changes overnight. In fact, the most powerful improvements often come from simple adjustments done consistently. First, start by rotating your greens. Don't stick to just spinach or Swiss chard every day. Mix in other nutrient-dense greens like romaine, arugula, kale in moderation, or collard greens. Each brings a different set of vitamins and minerals, and by varying your intake, you reduce the risk of overloading your system with any one compound like oxalates or vitamin K. Second, whenever possible, cook your leafy vegetables lightly, steam, sauté, or blanch. This helps reduce oxalate levels and makes the nutrients easier for your body to absorb. Raw smoothies can be tempting, but for people prone to nerve sensitivity or circulation issues, cooked greens are often the safer choice. Third, if you're taking blood thinners, talk to your doctor before making any major changes to your vegetable intake. Sudden increases in vitamin K can affect your medication, which in turn affects how well your blood flows, especially to your feet. Beyond vegetables, be mindful of your sodium intake. Use herbs, lemon, or vinegar instead of salt to flavor your meals. Choose low-sodium broths and read nutrition labels on packaged foods. You might be shocked at how much salt is hidden in everyday items. And don't forget your healthy fats. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in walnuts, flax seeds, and especially fatty fish like salmon, help reduce inflammation and support nerve repair. They're a great addition to any senior-friendly meal plan. Finally, stay hydrated. Dehydration thickens your blood, making circulation harder. Aim for at least 8 cups of water a day, more if you're active or live in a dry climate. Let me leave you with this. One of my patients, James, 75, used to rely on frozen meals and canned soups for convenience. Once he made small shifts, more water, fewer processed items, and a better balance of veggies, his foot numbness didn't just stop progressing, it actually improved. So don't underestimate the power of your plate. When you choose smarter foods, your body, and especially your feet, will thank you. Let's take a moment to reflect. We've explored how something as simple as what's on your plate can either support your body or silently work against it. Especially as we age, our feet often become early messengers of what's happening inside. Tingling, swelling, or numbness isn't just discomfort, it's information. And when we listen to our bodies, we have a chance to change the story. Remember, not all vegetables are harmful, but even healthy foods, when eaten too often or without balance, can cause issues, particularly when they interact with medications or underlying conditions. Moderation is key. Variety is power. And cooking smart can often make all the difference. If you've been struggling with numbness in your feet, don't feel discouraged. Small changes, rotating your greens, cutting down sodium, choosing natural over processed, can lead to big improvements. You're never too old to feel better, to move more freely, and to reclaim comfort in your everyday life. Before you go, if this video helped you in any way, please do us a favor. Hit the like button, share it with a friend or family member, and subscribe to Senior Health Over 60. It means the world to us and helps us keep bringing you trusted, practical advice you can count on. And if you're curious about what to eat to strengthen your muscles as you age, don't miss our next video. It's packed with food tips you won't want to skip. Until then, take care, stay balanced, and keep moving forward one